Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today you join us at Worksop Golf Centre, where we're going to be doing a video to talk about how fast you should swing your golf club. This video has been inspired by one of my best friends who messaged me, said, Gaz, he said, how fast should I be swinging my golf club? Should I be swinging at 80%? Everybody tells me to stop knocking skin off ball, but I don't know how fast I should be swinging it. So we're going to do an experiment with a golfer today, and we're going to get him to hit 5 balls at his normal speed, and we're going to get him to hit 5 balls at 100% speed, and we're going to calculate what percentage he's actually hitting it to his maximum ability, and then get him to hit it 80%. See if there's any truth in, you should be swinging at 80%, because you might have heard Tiger say before, hit as hard as you can in balance. But I want to test this, and I want to actually get some data from a regular playing golf to see if there is something in not knocking the skin off the ball and actually only swinging 80%. Because as far as I'm concerned, 80% doesn't sound like a lot of club speed. But we're going to do this test. Let's get into it. So it was Dan's idea to contact Worksop Indoor Golf Centre. You've been here a few times, haven't you?
Yeah, been here a couple of Sundays.
You've been
playing a bit of golf.
It's my first time here, and I must say I think it's a fantastic setup. And we'll talk a bit more about that later. But you're here for a test today on driver.
Yep.
And you don't know anything that we're going to be doing. But all I need you to do first of all is I want you to just hit 5 normal drives.
Okay.
Come on, let's do this. I can't wait for this test. Right, Dan, for this test,
yep,
you're fully warmed up. I need to hit 5 drives.
Okay. Anywhere on grid?
Anywhere on grid. I can't give you any more information than that. I just want you to hit 5 normal drives. Strike. We're yet to get out on course together with our new drivers, aren't we?
Yeah, I've only had a quick little go, haven't we, at Huddersfield?
You've played with yours, I've played with mine, but we've not actually had a battle yet. So I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm not. After seeing how you've been with it. Ooh.
So if you've not watched any of our videos before, Dan has had a professional fitting on this shaft, so it's very optimised for him, this driver. There's no excuses for him apart from himself these days.
I just got back off holiday.
You were here for 2 hours on Saturday.
Don't give me that.
That's it. This is very interesting indeed. Is that 4 drives or 5?
4, is it?
Yeah, this is your 5th shot into it. This is your final one.
If we can call that one a drive.
I mean, you guys at home might be thinking to yourself, obviously watching Dan, I know if you're one of my playing partners, I'd be saying to him, stop knocking skin off it. And this is why I wanted to do it with Dan, actually. Because I know he's quite a hard hitter of the ball. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something now, and I don't know if you're going to be able to do it, but I want you to swing at 100% of your capability.
Oh, I can do that.
Well, to me, it looks like you might have already been doing it.
No, that's only slow.
Right. Because we're not logged in, we can't name the drivers, but the first driver is normal drive. What we'd normally do on the course is yellow lines. This is going to be red, and I want you to hit it 100%.
100?
Yeah, 100% of your capability of, what's possible without falling over, obviously. So, your big drive swing. Actually, they were quite a bit more in tank there, weren't they?
Of course there is.
I can't wait to tell him, which I can after these 5 shots, I can tell him what we're actually doing, because you're going to have to hit another 5, Dan, after this.
I'm going to be knackered.
But I can't wait to tell him what we're doing, because it's not often we keep secrets on this channel, but we had to for this test, for it to work, and to get some good data.
That's right.
I think this test could be a game changer for you, actually, at the end of it, when we come to conclude. I think so. I really do. Because you're definitely the type of golfer that people would say stop knocking. Do you get people say stop knocking your skin off it?
No, not really.
To be fair, if I were playing for your money, I wouldn't tell you either.
How far was that one?
I think you probably know.
Only a baby one.
Good. What is it, 306?
Yeah.
Right, one more, as hard as you can.
Nearly a line ball. You're looking worried.
I know, I just can't wait to tell you what we're doing. I hope the guys at home enjoy this as well.
Way too spinny that one.
Because we're going to find out if... Can't say it yet. Tremendous. Good shot. Right, so what we're doing, Dan, is one of my mates asked me, he says, Gaz, what club speed should I be swinging my driver?
Right.
Because a lot of people are telling me I'm knocking the skin off it and I should be swinging at 80%.
Right.
So what I said to subscribers at home, we're going to look at how fast you actually swing your club. Then we were going to look at how fast you swing it at 100% to calculate, first of all, at what percentage you're swinging at the minute. And we're going to do that. So I'm going to get my calculator out. We'll have a look. We'll get the data up. And we'll find out what percentage you're swinging out of 100 at the minute as a normal swing. And then we're going to get you now to try to hit some balls at 80%. So we'll be able to calculate 80% of your club speed from your 100% swing.
Yep.
And then we'll look at the grouping of the balls and the distance to conclude on whether 80% swing could benefit you.
I'm going to say no.
Would you?
Yeah, already.
Why?
I think I lose all timing when I'm just trying to stroke them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they'll be my best grouping.
But I think the guys at home, and I think certainly myself, without actually testing this, I would probably agree with you.
Yep.
If somebody told me to hit my drive 80%, I feel as though I'd probably lose, well, I'd know I'd lose some distance for sure, but I think I'd lose connection and timing. But let's do this test.
No,
because why do so many people say, and pros as well, is swing at 80%? I know Tiger's an exception. And if you've heard Tiger's quote, Tiger said swing it as hard as you can, as long as you keep balance, hit the centre of the club, which I guess, but that's the thing, it's all right for him to say that, who's a pro practicing every day, but how many of us sort of like in regular golfers or club golfers can actually do that? And I think the reason why people say swing 80% is probably because at 80% you're more likely to hit the middle, and you're more likely to keep your balance.
Okay.
So I think if we start with club data, it's quite clear to see you're averaging round about 112.5 with your normal swing speed.
Yep.
You've increased it up to 118, nearly 119, swinging at your absolute maximum capability.
Yes.
Now if I have a look at actual ball data, what's that's done? It's increased your distance, hasn't it, by about 15, 16 yards approximately.
Yep.
By swinging at that extra, a few miles per hour. Dispersion-wise, I mean, you could argue there's not a great deal in difference in dispersion, is there?
No, I mean, you prefer red one, don't you?
Actually, you actually fade the ball when you're swinging it harder.
Yeah.
But the question is now is what percentage are you actually swinging out 100? That doesn't seem a lot of difference, does it?
What, 6 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's certainly that's nowhere near 20% less than your maximum.
Right.
I would say that's around about 95. Let's get the calculator out and work that one out. Right. So this is going to be the difficult part. We've just had this calculator out. We've worked out the numbers.
Yes.
So Dan, at the minute, your normal club speed, you're swinging at 94% of your 100% capability. That was the difference between 118
and 112.
Yep. Now, for Dan to swing 80%, he's got to swing that club around 95 miles per hour.
Yep.
Have you ever swung the driver 95 miles per hour?
No, I don't think so.
What club would you swing 95 miles per hour?
95 is my 4-iron.
4-iron?
Yeah.
So if what people are saying are right and you should be knocking the skin off the ball, you should be trying to swing at 80% nice and smooth.
This is not going to work.
Right, let's get Dan in 5 shots, nice and smooth at 80%. Let's maybe shoot up some of our playing partners. Maybe that's what that might prove today, is that swinging 80% is not right for everybody. Or we could be wrong. You've got to give these things a go.
So try 95 mile an hour. Do you need to change club?
I have, yeah.
Have you already changed it?
Yeah, I've changed
Right.
it.
So 95, I don't know.
You don't know how to do it.
No.
Do you want to have a couple of practice swings, I think?
Well, I'll just go for one and see where we are with that. I mean, apart from skying it.
Well, look, you know, any sort of anomalies we might have to take out.
Yeah.
But
Well, can we check, see what that one were?
yeah, we'll have a look.
Go on then.
Speed-wise, does it tell you on there? Do we need to move it across?
Oh, club speed, 107.
107?
Right, let me try again. This could be a bit difficult.
So we're only 5 miles per hour less than normal. Just feel like you're swinging a lot easier now, though.
I'm swinging I feel like as soft as I can.
I mean, I'm not going to like say anything. I'm not obviously concluding, but I feel like we're a great shot. It looks so in balance and smooth.
105.
105.
Right, I'm struggling here.
It's certainly going to have got probably nearer 90% that. We could work that out. But
Yeah.
I don't think, but 95%, I would say, if I was going to give you some advice as a mate, I think swinging at 95% of your total capabilities is probably too much. I wouldn't do that. There's just something about the sound and connection stood at side here that sounds better with this club speed.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. I guess another way to test
Yeah,
will be to see efficiency, won't it?
efficiency.
Yeah, because that'll do club speed versus
Yeah.
ball.
Is that like Smash Factor?
Yeah.
Having a look at that number.
Right, that's as smooth as I can go.
You look in control, seriously. I know you're looking at that number thinking, oh, 280, I'm not, you know, I could hit it further than that. We all could hit it further if we really wanted to go for it, but I think you go for it far too often,
Right.
personally, and that's why I wanted you to do this test today. I mean, we'll have a look at these numbers, but what were you swinging it there? What's that?
That were 108.
108. So
Yeah.
we're still nowhere near this 80% mark, which we
I don't think I can get down there.
around about 94 miles per hour, but certainly just by trying to reduce your club speed,
That's the only problem when it's a bit.
sounds like you're striking it cleaner.
Yeah, the only problem is when I'm so smooth, my hands overtake. Body.
104. We're just going to do one more, guys. We're going to delete that sky one. This is really interesting, this, because I can already see a pattern on the screen. You might not be able to see that from where you are, guys. But in the dispersion, let's have a look at this. So we're comparing Dan's 100% maximum swing
Yep.
against trying to swing 80%. I don't think we quite achieved 80%. We'll work out what percent you did achieve. You've dropped from 118 to 105.
Yep.
So work out what that is as a percentage. But you've certainly managed to slow your club speed, and for me it looks a lot better. If we look at ball data, I think it's pretty obvious you're going to lose a lot of ball speed from this. So you've dropped approximately around about 18 miles per hour there in ball speed. You could probably argue your spin's a bit lower and better, and distance wise it's quite a considerable drop, we're not going to lie.
No, it's a lot.
It is actually, isn't it? Dispersion wise it's probably not as wide. It's a little bit more to the left, but it's not as wide. It's more of a circle. It's not quite as destructive.
I don't think there's much in it.
There's not much. Let's have a look at compared to your actual standard then. Your standard swing. So start off with club. Your standard swing speed 112. You've gone to 105. And then ball data. So now you've not dropped as much in distance, but what would you say that is? About 24 yards.
Yep.
In distance. Dispersion wise, a little bit shorter, a little bit more central.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's definitely straighter.
there's an argument to say it is straighter, but would you sacrifice that distance for accuracy?
No, probably not.
So after that test, Dan, I
Yep.
mean, this is your game. What would you be saying?
I think it's what I knew anyway, and that I genuinely feel like I'm better when I'm flat out.
Yeah.
I've been told that in my lessons by Callum.
Yeah.
Like I try to be everything, I try to slow it down, but I am better when I'm flat out.
So maybe in fairness to Tiger, you know, and you are one of what we would call as a lower handicap golfer,
Yep.
so you probably got that bit better hand-eye coordination, that you can hit the centre of the club a bit more than most people. You know, obviously you're quite good at keeping your balance, quite big and strong, so you don't have them sort of issues. So maybe that's why swinging more at nearer your maximum capability is actually benefiting you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue it's a bit straighter. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Would you sacrifice? I mean, off your normal drive, you're sacrificing 25 yards for what looks like a little bit more accuracy.
Yeah.
Would you be prepared to do that in a medal with a card in your hand, or do you feel as though?
I think it's something I'd have to try and practice first. I think it's pointless trying to take it to one round without actually trying it, because it just feels different.
I mean, there's one thing for sure, is that I think you'd really struggle to swing at 80%, wouldn't you?
We are, yeah.
You know,
to me, that felt like that was as slow as I could go.
Yeah.
Which is quite surprising that I can't get below 100, really.
Yeah. I think what is surprising as well is that, you know, when you was trying to decrease your swing speed quite significantly, you were only taking like maybe 5 miles per hour off it, really.
Yeah,
I mean, what were the difference between?
So we went 118, 112 and...
112 to 105,
105.
so you took off like 7 miles per hour, but you felt as though you were taking a lot off.
I felt like club were going to stop.
Guys, if you've enjoyed that video, I think it's fair to say probably Tiger could have a point, to be fair. You know, swing it as, certainly in this testing we've done, as long as you're keeping your balance and you feel like you're catching the centre of the golf club, is try and get the ball out there.
Go for it. Who would have thought that he could be correct?
Yeah, that's a good point. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If there's anything else you'd like us to test, get in the comments. And if you've not checked out Worksop Indoor Golf Centre,
Yeah, if you're close by.
I think this is the best place I've ever been to that's actually very specific for golf.
For golf, yeah.
You know, it's built around good golf. You've got a nice bunker out there, you've got a great putting green, and there's some lovely... Have you been and had a look?
I've seen it, yeah. They've got bunker, putting green.
They've got some like markings on the green as well, like for, you know, obviously like ladder drills and bits and pieces.
Good little place.
So it's
nice
definitely
facilities.
somewhere to hang out if you're passing. Want to get some practice in this winter.
Yes.
And I think we'll definitely be back down here. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video, and hopefully we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.